Very good morning to all. I'm so delighted to be here again. This is my second time, especially in a campus where three of my close friends are here, Mr. Krishnadas, Mr. Kishakumar, and Mr. Anirudhan. Anirudhan, we have been together for so many decades, actually, in the university level onwards. I don't know, last time when I came and talked, how many of you were present. But this time I feel like I am quite embarrassed after seeing the teachers and students together. Basically, I am an efficiency corrector, not a motivational speaker or something. If it is a motivational class, no problem. Everyone, I can motivate you like anything. Okay, I don't believe in motivation because motivation classes are like taking drugs. When you take it, you go to heights. After that, it goes down. If you don't practice it, no use. But efficiency is not something like you can have it for a day or something. It is an extended process. It's a way of life. It's a habit. So when you do correction, a corrector always do the corrections. So the talk will not be not so polish or something. Sometimes you get hurt. So you felt yourself embarrassed. So, but when the teachers and students together, it is not fair to do that together. Okay. Anyway, I'm here, so I need to go in between. It's okay. Basically, first of all, we need to understand that teachers are the one to guide the students, and a blind can never lead another blind. That we need to realize. Normally, I ask so many questions first to get the feedback. But if I ask these questions to the teachers, I know what is going to be the answer because I am from a teacher's family. My parents were teachers, my brother, sister, all teachers. So naturally, it is there in my blood to be a good teacher also. But I place myself as a mentor because teachers always take remuneration for their service. If your organization doesn't pay you salary for few months, you will stop coming to the organization, right? But I have been doing this teaching or mentoring for years without taking a single penny. So that is the difference between a teacher and a mentor. Mentors always try to pass their information, or their knowledge to the others without any guru dakshina or any kind of returns actually, because mentors always get that happiness when they hand over that knowledge. Today I am a part of the industry, so it is my responsibility to come back and deliver our experience and our concerns. Luckily, I got a chance to cover so many industrial fields, from ocean to the land to the space, everywhere. We are doing inspections for so many different fields. Our inspection department itself is covering almost 200 types of inspections. Two-thirds of the world is covered by the sea, and our design department is supposed to be the world's largest design firm. And in another 5 fields also, we are world number 1. So, as the leader of that organization, I got a chance to get the exposure to all these fields. That's why I could start the world's first industrial university, that is AIMRI. It took 14 years for us to establish an industry exclusively for taking care of the industrial training and people working in the industry to have diplomas, degrees, doctorates and everything. And it is the vision to bridge it with the academics, because all these years we have been depending on the academics. But basically academic degrees are considered only by the industry at the interview level, at the selection process, because industry is getting thousands of applications. So there should be some criteria to filter it. Just for the filtering process in our organization, because we have more than 4,000 employees operating in 30 countries, and every year we need to take hundreds of fresh graduates from various campuses, and we get thousands of applications. So to have a filter, we filter, okay, diploma, degree, like that. But we never look into their marks during the interview, because interview we need only 5 minutes to assess a person. Immediately we know whether this person is capable for the industry. His attitude, his body language, his smartness, his communication skill. And basically, what we are looking at is the common sense, not your memory methods we used to score in the exams. I had never ever seen the A plus grades, what you scored in the plus two. I have never, I don't know. Any of our employees' record, I have never ever seen. But one thing I want to tell you, in our organization, we have few engineering dropouts, diploma dropouts, but they are supposed to be one of the best performing people. I don't know. The backbenchers perform better than the front benchers. And we were quite convinced during the interview itself that they are going to perform, because they have surveyed through so many crises. They can manage themselves through this crisis, how to come out of it. They have seen the dark side of the life. In the industry, what we require is these things. Every day there is a challenge. You need to overcome. You are representing the organization. If you don't take immediate decisions, organization is going to go back by a step. You are the brand ambassador when you are going for a meeting with a client. The client is looking at you through your way of performance or your reaction. But so far in our experience, in 28 years in my career as the head of our organization, I have never ever got a chance to get a single product from the academics. Not a single product. Who can perform in the industry the way the industry requires. It is not the problem with the one organization, it is the problem with the entire academic system, where my parents, my brother, sister, all responsible actually. I just want to ask one question to both the teachers and the students. Is there anyone can confidently stand up and say, my hourly rate is this much, and that hourly rate I have calculated like this? Is there any one person sitting here? Either the student or the teacher. There is an hourly rate for the student also. And to teachers, naturally, they are receiving the salary. Anyone confidently stand up, this is my hourly rate. This is what I have told you. A blind cannot lead another blind. The teachers cannot answer, students can never ever give the answer. Industry is running on hourly rate. Try to understand. Industry is running on everything on hourly rate. Every job we invoice based on the hours, hourly rate. There is an hourly rate for everything, for the individuals, for the machinery, everything. According to the investment what you are doing. If it is an individual, the salary is there, the overheads are there. Then there are the other hidden expenses. The management will decide. So any person who is working in an industry, first thing they should know is what is the hourly rate of that person. Then only he will use that hours, working hours. Then only he will think about how many hours I should work for my organization and how many hours it should be effective. You can spend your time, you can invest your time. What is the difference between spending your time and investing your time? Everyone can spend time. If you get bored in something, that means you are spending time, but you are getting bored. You are watching a movie, yeah, you are enjoying the movie. You are spending time and you get some happiness also, entertainment also. Say 50-50 we can say. 50 you are investing, 50 spending. But if you are watching an infotainment movie, some infotainment program where you have some takeaway. That takeaway can take you to the next level of your career, which will help you to climb the career ladder at least by a couple of steps. That is investment. Like that, in the industry, every person, when you are doing a job, if you want to make it as investment, there should be a return for that one. If there is no return, what is the point of spending all this time? I am a victim of wrong career design. Most of the people sitting here, they are all victims of wrong career design. Statistics says that 98% of the people in India, they get into a profession where their talent and passion doesn't mean. Destiny has taken them to that field. Nowadays, teachers who are performing the teacher's job, doctors who are performing the doctor's job, only 2% are really, really talented. Because I know it personally. I have gone to so many campuses, so many schools, interacting with people. When I come back and give some assignments for them, in every campus, only 1 or 2 teachers are. Many schools, even one is missing, actually. If one teacher is there in that campus who got that extra power, that campus is safe. My question is, why everyone become to that level to lead everyone? Now, I don't want to ask you more and more questions because it will embarrass you. You can ask, because when I say something, you take it as a checkpoint and ask yourself, am I doing this thing? Because basically in the industry, the success depends on the efficiency. But where is the scale for the efficiency? Do you teach anything in the campus about the efficiency? What is efficiency? Efficiency is just a word. But to make it countable, make it as a scale, you need certain parameters. That's why this industrial university, when we created, first thing, because our biggest challenge was, we had to break this barrier. We need to get into the academics to make them understand what is the real requirement for the industry. So we need to have a standard system. So first of all, we create the efficiency scale with 200 parameters. Every parameter is a drain hole in your system. And every drain hole leads to a financial drain. In the industry's final goal is, there is nothing else. Industry is not running for charity. Industry has only one object, that is profit, profit, profit. Profit is the sum of all this minute profit they are making from different activities, or by plugging the financial drain holes. Every financial drain hole, when you plug, it converts into profit. So these 200 parameters are the plugging points in this financial drain. So we made it. Then manually it is not possible to monitor it on a daily basis. Because these 200 parameters comprising of even 100 management systems. Today industry is running on ISO system. Just tell me, is there any single student here knows about ISO and they are following ISO system? Your organization is having ISO, but the one who should practice it is the student. It's not your problem. In everywhere, all campuses, this is the problem. This is a self-checkpoint actually. Without knowing ISO, if you are sending a person to the industry, he is a burden for us actually. In our organization, in every organization, the biggest headache we are facing is the problems created by the youngsters who are joining. When they are in the campus, they are ready to pay money and to get a degree or diploma or master, whatever it is. When they come to the industry, first thing, what is my salary? My friend, what do you know? Why should I pay you salary here without knowing anything? Until yesterday, you were paying money and you were getting all these things. Today, you are asking me the salary to get into the industry. This is the place, because your final destination of your academics was industry. And you are stepping into the industry without knowing ISO and you are asking for salary. What is the logic here? And it takes us years to mold that person to work according to the ISO system. Because to get a quality job in the industry with the top 500 companies, you need to have an ISO system. Without that, I cannot work with any of the major organizations. Today, our company is world number one in so many fields because we are working with more than 50% of the world's top 500 companies. We can work with top 500 companies because we have a quality management system. To work in the quality management system, everyone should know the quality management system. That is ISO system. But this ISO system is taught in the academics. And we all spent 15 to 20 years in the academics. Most of the students sitting here, they already spent 15 years. To know about the ISO system, 1 year is more than enough. To practice it and you are a very good person in ISO, that is more than enough. 15 years he got. No one knows ISO and they are coming to the industry asking for money to learn or cover their ignorance. This is what is happening. That is why we decided to go for the industrial universities. Then we wanted to use this industrial university to go to the academics universities to demand. This is the way you should do. Because so far we had no selection criteria. We were blindly looking into the academics. Now things are changing. Especially in a world of artificial intelligence. Everything is changing. Forget about the 100 or 200-year-old industrial revolutions happening. It's gone. This is the AI revolution. And that AI revolution is happening on a monthly basis. The last month system is not this month system. Continuous training now requires. Last 2 months, I had to, as the chairman of a company with so many employees and so many branches, had to spend 30 hours in AI training. Every employee in our company had to spend 25 hours minimum in AI, total 50 hours in an year to upgrade themselves to survive. Today, our university is issuing diploma's degree. When they complete 100 hours, that means 2 years when they work in the industry with the proper training, they get a diploma. 4 years they get a degree. 5 years they get a master's. In the industrial system, you are not supposed to spend more than 5 years in a particular field. See, in our village, we can see auto rickshaw drivers. They drive the auto. They can drive, maybe after 20 years also, they are an auto rickshaw driver. But there is no difference between junior auto rickshaw driver and senior auto rickshaw driver. He will never grow. He will become a sick person by that time because he is continuously thinking, and because of the road condition and the jerk he is getting, he become a sick person. That's all. He has no growth. But in industry, not like that. Industry cannot afford you because auto rickshaw driver is his own auto rickshaw he is driving. There is no industry on top of that. But in the industry, you are a part of a group. Every year, according to your experience, naturally your salary also going up. After 5 years, maybe your salary will be double. By the job, if you are doing what you are doing, you are continuing with the same job. The money what the industry is getting because of the competition, it is going down. That means to survive in the industry has to, the organization where you are working, they need to cut down the cost. They need to take freshers where you will be placed unless you upgrade yourself. So continuous training is a part of the industrial career design, especially in an AI world. If you are not tuned to the AI, if you are not aware about the AI, if you don't spend time for your upgradation, you are a burden for the society, burden for the industry, burden for the organization. Whether it is in the manufacturing side or marketing side, branding side, or even education side. As a teacher, you have to ask yourself, every year how many hours you are spending for your skill upgradation. If you are not doing, believe me, you are going to be replaced by something else. The system is completely changing. May 1st, we launched the first academic campus, industrial campus under this industrial university. The vision is every organization, every industry should have a mini university. They need to convert themselves as a mini university under the centralized university. They need to have a training system. It's a parallel education system they are starting. It will link to different academics. But this is a parallel education system where there is no teachers actually. It's all movie-based training system. It's a theater classroom. Maybe after this session, I can show you the way it is functioning. It's a 4K Atmos theater where through the movies we are delivering everything to the people. Last 14 years we have been following this system in our organization. No HR trainers in our system. Every job what we are doing today, we are showing it as a movie. A new employee is coming. It takes only half day for us to give the introduction about what the company, what the policy, everything. Because in a movie format, every hour I can put 60 minutes of information into your brain, which normally takes weeks and weeks in the normal academics. Why the movie you watched 10 years back or 20 years back, Titanic movie, the teachers they watched maybe 25 years back, still you remember the story? James Cameron did not come and explain what is the story, but you still remember, right? So what was it? In the theater, inside the theater, you are watching it, that 180-page information in 3 hours got into your brain. This is education basically. Today, Reliance has made the entire CBSE syllabus into movie format. You should understand. They don't need teachers. This is going to happen. Unless you transform yourself as a mentor or at that level to guide you how to use these things to get a better efficiency. The students will say, why should I go to the class and waste my time? Next year, the Meta glasses are going to be launched. In a Meta glass system, you don't need a theater also because once you wear it, you are in an immersed world. The mobiles, what you are using today, the life is maximum 5 years. You won't use a mobile. Meta glass will be guiding you everything. It is your guide, it is your mobile, everything it does. Already in our office, the Meta glass, people started wearing Meta glass. Try to understand. So if you are not aware about these things, this is going to be a big mess. So in the efficiency management system, this is going to be implemented across Indian major companies in the future. Because 4th of the next month, the insurance conference happening in Armenia, we are presenting this one. Once the insurance companies take it up and they make it mandatory, they have no other choice. Industry has no other choice. They need to follow the system. So in the next couple of years, this will be implemented. Especially this will be implemented by the Indian billionaires group. Because Indian industry structure is like this. The billionaires are on top. The Reliance, Ambani, all these things. Adani, Ambani, Tata, these are all on the top. Then the millionaire companies, that is, they are the subcontractors. The billionaires are giving job to the millionaires. Then it is coming down. So when the top says that this is a system, you have no other choice. You need to follow it. If you wait till all these things is coming, your product will be useless. Because if you start today, by the time this is getting implemented, your products will be ready for that one. A simple example I'll tell you. Today I was having a discussion with your management. In the coming years, any company coming to your campus will ask for the drug test certificate. Because already the industry is already started. A major project when we are recommending people, first they go for the drug test. If the drug test result is negative, that person is completely blacklisted. Not only that, if your campus is sending a person and that person is getting rejected, your campus is going to be blacklisted. So it is your responsibility to have the drug test before. And in the drug test, by mistakes, because children, they sometimes for fun, they test it. It will be there for minimum 6 months. Just imagine, just for a fun, a student has done it and you miss to test all these things and you are sending these persons to the industrial for jobs and he is getting rejected from a major project. It will backfire like anything. These are all going to come in the next years. So this is the time. Why you wait for all these things? If you want to go for a cultural change, why you wait for years and years? You can start changing from tomorrow. But in the efficient system, the most dangerous part is, best example is the day for yesterday. In our organization, we have declared emergency because of the war situation. In Middle East, every company is in trouble because of the war. Thousands of people are losing job. They are all packing because projects are stopped. In our company, the first week, the projects went down to 38%. Only 38% people working. Because of our system, since we are into an efficiency management system, we could take immediately corrective actions and within a month it becomes 65%. Last week it became 88%. But still, 12% is outside. But many companies, 50% people are sitting idle. So the thing is, other companies started packing people. We have been terminated a single person. We are keeping even the 12% we are keeping aside. But after 100 days, we declared a 100-day emergency plan, everything. The corrective action, we are taking many things. We decided after 100 days, all unwanted people will be gone out. And there is no sentiments. We are not personally doing it. System is doing it. There are several parameters. I told you these 200 parameters are there. We just need to activate few things to decide these are the parameters for sending the people out. It depends on the number of working days, number of working hours, number of hours of training they are doing, the additional activities. Other than the normal jobs, how many other things they are doing. These are the extra inputs from these people. What is the asset contribution by these people? For example, asset, normally in an HR training system, when a training is given, this is an expense. In our company, when an HR training is given, it's become an asset because you take a class, you give a training, you make it as a content. Like today, I am taking a class. It is getting converted to a content. Today, if I am taking 1.5 hours of class, our company is getting 1.5 hours of content. This content is going to millions of people. Since I am doing it, because my policy is I am giving it for free, but for company is an asset. Normally we are in the asset valuation, it is $1,000 per hour for a content. We have more than 25,000 hours of content in our company. It's an asset for our. So in your system also, if you do some research and you give a class like this to the students to give guidance, additional guidance other than in the academics, it becomes a content. It is going to the library. So these parameters we are counting. And end of the day, the system will decide who are the people to be out. We have now only one more month. We need to clear minimum 10%. Normally in the efficient system, every year the system will reject 5%, the worst performing 5%. You are not supposed to be in the last 5% as per the efficiency management system. Because we are getting so many freshers coming with more talent, passion, everything. Let them come and join. Why we should keep unwanted stuff in our system? The system will give you a warning. When you are in the last 10%, it will give you a warning. You are in the danger zone. You get 6 months time to correct yourself. That is a normal system. This is the system going to be implemented in all these companies in future. Because everything is drafted, the system is drafted, now it's a matter of implementation. Even government will implement it. Even ISO has started implementing efficiency. So you cannot hide away from this one. You cannot get away from this one. First of all, you need to change, then you need to change your children. If you don't guide, they cannot be guided actually. I told you, a blind cannot lead another blind. So you need to remove your blindness first. Our subject itself is productivity, how to improve the productivity. There is no other way. Productivity is improve the efficiency. There is no other shortcut. So once this system, try to understand tomorrow if your management decide to go for this system, within 1 year, the system will give all the records. It will list the worst performing 10% automatically. There is no sentiments, nothing. In this system, even management cannot recommend a person. Once the system decide, these people are useless. Because system is analyzing everything. It is using the AI. So many things are there. Even your character deficiency is also calculating. First of all, try to understand, no campus is doing anything to do the character correction. And the character deficiency is the biggest headache nowadays we are facing in the academics. Even the first rank holder we are taking, if his character is not proper matching with the industry, there are so many character deficiencies. In the FSM, we are identifying around 100 character deficiencies. In these 100 character deficiencies, the process is very simple. How to identify the character deficiency? This checklist is there. First of all, you need to do a character checklist by yourself. Okay, out of 100 or 10, you can put the mark. You give the checklist to the manager or your friend or your family who knows you very closely, because normally every person got multiple faces. The face in the office is different, in the family it is different, with the friends it is a different. So always try to give a copy to your friend, your family, your boss. Let them put a mark. It will not take more than 1 hour. Then you compare the marks put by these close ones with your mark. You will identify certain areas where you put 9 out of 10, where the others put 2 out of 10. That is the first thing you need to circle and you need to correct it. If you don't correct it, you are getting into the industry with so many negative things. For example, the main thing industry nowadays faces your ego. Because unfortunately, many of these character corrections you could have corrected long back when you are a kid, when your brain was flexible to accept everything. You did not correct it. It got into a solidified format when you enter the industry. It is very difficult to correct it unless you decide yourself to correct. When you are a kid, the teachers can correct it. But when you are grown up, you are a different person. The students sitting in the back, how many of you leave yourself after 18 years without taking money from the family? Can you lift your hand? Any student? Without taking a single penny from the family, anyone is learning yourself, studying yourself. Because I was because Andrew said, no, in my campus I was working myself and I was earning. I did not trouble my parents. That's why I am asking this question. I have the right to ask. Not even a single student. See, human being is the only thing depending on the parents even after they are matured, right? After 18 years, you are not supposed to start taking money from the parents. You go to the Western countries. After 18, they said, go out of the home. You need to go and work. That's why government insists to work minimum 20 hours. Even per week, people are working 20 hours. That is enough to survive for a kid. Why can't you work? There are so many opportunities. This is what the teachers should tell the students. You don't need to work. You need to make sure that your student work 20 hours. They need to identify the jobs. Our company is ready to give a job. If a student is approaching and saying that, sir, I want a part-time job, I am ready to work. See, I'll give you the best way of getting into a company. It is not like you score high marks and make a CV and sending to the company. No. The best way, if you have a dream to join any industry, any company, normally in our company, getting into the company is one of the selection process is the most difficult, because we have 25 filters in our company to get into it. It is very difficult. 1 in 10th get a chance to get into it after crossing all these hurdles. But all this process happening in 24 hours, you won't believe. We verify all their social media pages. Because we have handwriting verification, whether we can easily identify, we are experts to identify whether they are criminals or not. So social media will tell their character. Then they have a video resume. They need to take a mobile and to talk for 2 minutes about them and their background. Immediately their communication skill, everything is coming up. Then we have anti-dowry system, anti-caste system. Like that, so many things they need to agree. Many people will not agree because they think that after marriage they need to get dowry from the girls. We don't need such kind of people. If you cannot manage a family, how you can manage our company tomorrow, right? See, I am proudly saying that we are the only company in the world giving pension for in the private sector, giving pension for the parents. If you are looking after grandparents, they get a pension. The spouses get a salary. We have done all these things. That's why I am proudly saying that our selection process is the toughest. But thing is, are you prepared to get into this one? Any kind of training you are getting from the teachers to all these things. So the best thing is, if you have a dream, even if you are a dropout, I am telling you, tomorrow if you want to get a job in our company, best thing is invest 50 hours in our company. You learn about our company in deep, because we have so many different divisions. If you find out a particular division where you have a talent or passion to contribute something, you do a detailed research on that one and make it as a project report and send it to me or any of our staff. It will reach me. When we look into it, only thing we need to confirm is whether this is prepared by you or someone else or the AI. You can send it through your teacher, then you trust your teacher or your organization. If they say that, okay, we verified this is done by himself, then okay, our first 50% headache is over. But still, our team will verify it. They make sure they will have an interview. They will make an interview with you. Within 5 minutes, we will come to know that this project report is done with your heart or you copied from somewhere. If it is done by yourself, out of your talent, passion, you have invested 50 hours. Without talent or passion, you will not invest 50 hours. After 2 hours, you get bored and you will leave. But you invest 50 hours. We need people like you. We are badly looking for you, people like you. You will be called for an internship. We will invest for 500 hours in you. Not for free. Not like what you are paying here and learning. The moment you come for an internship, you are getting a stipend. But after 500 hours, we are 100% sure in our history, after the internship, we haven't sent a single person back. Because we invested our 500 hours. We know the value of our 500 hours. We don't want to miss this kind of people. So this is the way you should get into the industry. Not like waiting for campus interviews. Because already because of your wrong career design, you have come here. Your talent and passion was somewhere else. But somehow you have landed here. Because some should not become an engineer, has taken engineering degree. I know so many people. Even my talent and passion was not into engineering. At the age of 10, I directed my first drama, but no one told me to go and for film direction or something. My brother was a naval architect. I had to go because I was good in maths. But I have no regrets because I did justice to my profession. I made my organization or my division as the best in the world. But it did not stop me. I came back to my talent, passion, and I fulfill my dream in the movies. And now today, I take that experience to transform people. I take it as a mission to transform the education system. Use that technology to transform people, to improve their efficiency. To understand what is efficiency, the best way is you take a job. You need to go from here to Kashmir or Delhi, our capital. You want to go there. Maybe how many kilometers? 3,500 kilometers? Okay, maybe 3,500 kilometers. Every day you are walking, how many days it will take? 100 days, right? If you are going by cycle, this 100 will become maybe 20 days. If you go by bus or something, this will be reduced to days. Just imagine it was not about the present road. It was long back, maybe 10 years or 20 years back. when we were not having proper national highways. It takes more days. But just imagine, we have a proper rail system. What is existing in Japan and China? A bullet train system. This 3,500 kilometers can be covered in 10 hours. Yes or no? Industry is looking into that one, because industry is looking into the hours. How many hours we can save? How fast we can reach there? We convert everything into time. That's why I asked you, what is your hourly rate? If you don't know the hourly rate of yourself or your system, your department, you are a failure. If I give you 100 hours, you should deliver me 100 hours worth of real product. Don't come back with 20-hour product and saying, okay, I spent 100 hours. I don't care about how many hours you spent. I just look into the product, how many products you delivered. We know, the industry knows how much time is required for one product. Today, if you are saying that, okay, if I need 1 week time to reach Delhi, we need to change that system. Either you go by land, if you are going, you should go for bullet train. You need to have a 5-year plan to set up the bullet train system. But how to set up the bullet train? First of all, you need to put a track. You need to have the technology. You need to have the training for the people. You need to have for the stations or the stopping. So many things you need to set. Once it starts, there is no need to look back. In Dubai, for the last more than 15 years, we have a metro system there. Not even driver is there. Not even 1 minute delay is there in the train. An unmanned system is running the trains. In Japan, the delay is only, average is 18 minutes. This is what is efficiency. Unfortunately, in India, we are improving. I am not saying that we are not improving, but on an international way, when we compare, we are far, far behind. Because we have 25 offices in India. That's why I'm telling you. I know the efficiency of every office. I know the way our competitors are working. But you won't believe. In my village, in Kerala, when I was born, there was no electricity there. When my parents were gone, I converted that home into an office. Today, that office is exclusively for the females, actually. In our company, the biggest competition every year is the efficiency check, efficiency competition. Because we can measure the efficiency of each person on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, annual basis. The efficiency of the division we can measure. Anyway, whichever way you want to measure the efficiency, you can measure in a single click. The biggest competition in our organization is the annual efficiency competition. Because no one can make any manipulation. System is giving the figures according to the output, according to the performance and the changes. The last 8 years, we started 10 years back this office in this village. It took only 3 years for us to make that office as the most efficient office. And for the last 8 years, that same office has been performing as the best office. It is happening in a village, Indian village, run by a group of females. That means this is possible in India. They were competing with the 30 countries, almost 90 companies. And if they can achieve it, every Indian can achieve it. So what we are doing is, we are trying to make that village as a model village of India. Within 5 years, we need to convert that village for all others in this country to follow. Today, the village, the lifestyle, everything is changed. There is no jobless person in that village. No political rift or something in that village, basically. They all live like a family. No theft, no legal issues. Whatever you can avoid from a normal place, we are trying to avoid. The best career design process going on. All kinds of arts training going on. Even this campus, what I said, the world's first industrial training campus it is there. We made a movie in the name of the village. It went to Oscars. Can you imagine? To brand the village name. So in 5 years, this office will be the guideline for the entire people. But what I want to convey is, if a village in Kerala can be transformed, any place in this India can be transformed. But for that, you need to have the mindset that we need to get into the efficiency track. Believe me, if you are not doing it, today you are surviving, tomorrow you will not survive. Because your competitors will come and take over. Online universities will take over. People will say, why we should waste time and come to the campus if you are not upgrading it. So it is the requirement of the management also to take initiative that you should have a 5-year plan. Because what is actually the redesigning your career? Because today we need to talk about the redesigning the career for better productivity. Redesigning process is everything is a 5-year process basically. In our campus, when the village where we have planned, there are 20-year career design. Kids are joining at the age of 3. They are coming with the mothers. They need to be in the campus for 23 years, not full time, monthly only 10 hours. There are 5-year plans, there are annual plans, 6 months plan. Like this, campus should go for a 5-year plan. You need to have a 1-year plan also for the final years. You need to have a 6 months plan. Even short-term courses we need to plan. There are the 80% of the jobs in the industry doesn't require years of training. Only you can develop a welder in a couple of weeks. Yes or no? So like that, there are so many jobs. You can go for 2 weeks courses or 1 month course to develop people. But the problem is, you will develop the skill or you will give the guideline for the skill. But what about the character transformation? This is the biggest problem. Your attitude, you are enter into the industry with the wrong attitude. This is a big problem. Industry means this organization is also a part of the industry. Education industry is part. If the teacher's attitude are bad, if you are not willing to change yourself, you are a burden for the management. So first thing, you need to ask yourself, what is my attitude today? Okay, before this session, you were not aware about the concerns of the industry. Okay, forget it. Past is past. But today, during this session, on behalf of the industry, I am the president of the Individual Billionaires Club. That's why in our organization, so many hundreds of billionaires are there. More than millions of job slots we are accommodating. So ask the head of that organization, when I say, you need to listen. It's a concern of the industry. If you ask me, the biggest corrective action where we should take, I would say it should be done in the academics. Sorry to say, after coming to the academics, this is the biggest train hole and everyone is a victim of this one because of the wrong system. It is not because of your management or something. Because a management cannot run another system because the entire national system is created, they need to run it accordingly. First of all, try to understand, in a class, if there are 50 students, they are going to 50 different directions, 50 different industries. Unfortunately, our system is teaching them only one syllabus. But these 50 students got one teacher, one trainer. That trainer should convert as a mentor. That mentor can make sure that these 50 students got 50 parallel syllabus to develop their life skills or their soft skills and to identify the talent, passion. What they need to do is just spend 1 hour extra than what they normally do. I am 100% sure that no teacher here is teaching 8 hours per day, right? As long as you are not upgrading yourself, if you are taking 4 hours of class, plus 4 hours is getting wasted actually. I am just asking 1 hour, you convert for something, you need to invest that time in your children. Because time will not wait for anyone. If you don't understand the value of time, your students will not understand it. So once you get in this FSM track, system will tell you, you worked this much only, you haven't upgraded this much, you wasted this much time. Then you will start regretting it. Then you will ask yourself, why did I waste all this time? I could have done so many other things. Look into myself. I am supposed to be the most expensive person in our organization, but I am coming here without any benefit. What is it? I have managed my time accordingly. I got 24 hours. FSM says that everyone got 24 hours. Treat time as the God. Because if a God is existing, it should be common for all, right? Whichever religion you are believing, the God should be common. That is the time. Respect time like a God. When you start respecting time like a God, you will not waste it. This 24 now, how you will not waste it? Divide this time into 3. 1:1:1. That is the basic principle of FSM. You look into your clock, you are idle, and divide it. 1 for your body, that no one can touch because you need sleep. Minimum 6 hours of sleep. You need to have the exercise or something. Either 7 hours of sleep and 1 hour fitness. Or 6 hours of sleep and 2 hours of fitness. 8 hours for the body. Leave it. No one, everyone require it. That is already locked. 8 hours for the job. 8 hours for the job means you have 240 hours in a month. Into 12, 1 year is into 12. But you ask yourself, that means altogether it is almost 3,000 hours it is getting, right? You ask your teachers how many hours you are spending for the teaching. What is the average working hours of a teacher in 1 year? 1 year? 500 hours? 400 or 500. You just imagine. What you are teaching is effective or not, that is secondary thing. Okay, that we need to analyze in a separate thing. The time you are spending is, you are supposed to spend for 3,000 hours. You got 3,000 hours in a year for your karma. We say that karma. You are spending only maybe 15%, 12% or something. Where is that 85% gone? Did you learn something in the 85%? Because you should not touch that 8 hours. What if you are a teacher, you spend that 8 hours for your karma only, but that is including the travel time. It is your choice. You can stay 1 hour away from the campus and travel every day 2 hours in the traffic. Come here as the most frustrated person in the traffic, and all your frustration you put it on the students. In our organization, it is mandatory that every year you come close to the office. Today, in our head office itself, we avoid 200 cars going to the traffic in the morning because they all stay 5 minutes close to the office, walking distance. They have only one parking for the office and the home. That is the culture. We have targets. We will not burn a single liter of fuel every day for our official travel. That is a culture actually. We will not spoil the environment. We will not waste time in the traffic. We will spend that time with the family. So 240 hours, what is assigned for your job is you are putting into your work. That is including your learning the technical skills. If you work 200 hours, spend 40 hours for your upgrading the skill. But normally we say that, not even that, only 5% you spend for your upgrading your skill. So today you need to ask yourself, how many hours you wasted? How many hours you upgraded your skill? Whether you are a good teacher or not, you need to ask yourself. If you are not doing it, first of all, try to understand. It is not your problem because you are not born as a teacher with a talent or passion. Because you were not having talent and passion and destiny made a teacher, you cannot enjoy that moment. But now you have no other choice. You are a part of the industry. You need to take corrective action. You need to start loving it. Sometimes you miss to marry your girlfriend. Right? you marry someone else. So what is the solution? Start loving your wife, right? That's the only corrective action you can do, right? So this is the same thing. You miss your girlfriend, but today your profession, your wife, you need to start loving it. But how to start love your wife? The different parameters you need to set up. When you learn something more, you will have the urge to give it to someone else. You will next day, when today you learn something, tomorrow you come and tell your students, this is something more. Oh, students get inspired. That positive energy you are getting. Next day you are coming back with more information. Otherwise, today your children are more updated. They will come and start teaching you. This is a reality, okay? Because you are getting into the AI world, into the meta world, you have no look back. You need to transform yourself. Otherwise, once the FSM system, I am 100% sure that within 1 year, your management is getting into, because they have the ISO system. In the FSM, there are 100 management systems. ISO is only one management system. Today, because of our FSM system, our company is making, every division is making 30 to 300% profit. Why our company is giving all this pension, retirement plan, everything. Even if an employee is not having a home, we are building it. We make more profit and we are giving back. Even 50% of the profit we are giving back to the employees. Because when the efficiency increases, it is automatically converted to profit. When we started FSM, our rework percentage was more than 40%. No one gives payment for the rework. Rework means you are delaying the project, mistakes are there, your reputation is in trouble, the client may reject you next time, and he will not recommend you to another person. Everyone will be upset. But when FSM starts, the quality system, everything is going up. You start doing self-check, everything. It went down to 11%, 30% difference. That means, that's why I said minimum 30% increase in the profit will be there. Some divisions completely change, and because normally it takes 5 years to implement all this system, 100 management system. And still we have room to increase by 10 times maybe. That much gap is there. Because it's a never-ending process. Because today AI is coming. When FSM says that a new system is coming, you need to implement it. We have 10 commandments for each management system. In Bible, only 10 commandments. Okay, only 10 commandments. But unfortunately, if you are a religious person and you are following these 10 commandments, today's industrial world, we cannot take anything from that 10 commandments. You need to design yourself. You need to have your own 10 commandments. And FSM is guiding you. That is the beauty of FSM. Once you start following FSM, you can put your own target, because every person is different. There is no meaning of competing with your neighbor or your friend who is sitting next to you in the class. You are a different person. You are going into different direction. He is going in a different direction. Your talent is different. His passion is different. Everything is different. But you need to start competing with yourself. Your today should be better than your yesterday. The FSM, one of the major principle is 24-hour system. Even if you have 5-year plan, you need to have 5-year plan. You need to have an annual plan. You need to have monthly plan. You need to have weekly plan. But still, every day morning, you need to have a daily plan. When you wake up, you spend 5 minutes. Normally, I spend 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Everyone in our company, from CEO to office boy, everyone has to do it. We call it as corporate meditation. Normally, meditation means people do meditation. They are going out of the world. They don't think anything. They empty their mind. No, our concept is different. If everyone is doing meditation 24 hours, we will be in deep trouble, right? So, we say that focus your brain. Identify what I can do. Then things are coming, okay, from the 5-year plan, I need to do this one. Okay, annual plan, this one. Monthly plan, this one. New jobs you are identifying. Even you need to cover for the health also. Okay, for example, normally you are not drinking 3 liters water. Okay, today I will take corrective action, 3 liter water. Today, okay, my BMI is high, I need to reduce weight. Okay, today diet, 2000 calories only. You can write it. So for the karma, for the body and for the mind, okay, entertainment, today I will watch a movie. What you are going to do? You are going to write down 25 jobs and make sure at the end of the day, these 25 jobs are finished. Maybe you have done another 5 things extra, no problem. This is done in our campus also. Today, the 3-year-old kids are coming. The mother is coming with a diary. Every student should have a diary. How many of you sitting here got a daily job diary system? Can you proudly lift your hand and say, okay, the students. This is what the teachers should teach, the first thing. To teach them first, the teachers should start writing it. Every day, you need to have a diary system. Just imagine you had this system from the school days onwards. 20-year-old diary, if you are looking into it, your past is getting open in front of you, right? It's a different feel. And what is your investment? Only 5 minutes. In FSM, this is mandatory that you need to have a daily system. You are writing down everything. 25 things. Make sure 25 things are done at the end of the day. In that one, okay, if you are going to learn half an hour, right? Okay, today half an hour I will learn. Every day people are spending 2 hours in the social media for all these unwanted nonsense things. Out of the 2 hours, just spend 15 minutes. Something useful for your students or your personal life. It will completely change. I am doing it in my life. That's why I am telling you, if a person like me can do so many hundreds of things, every year going to different campuses every month, taking care of so many companies, taking care of all our employees' children, I am the mentor. Every month I address them. I give them homeworks. How many of the children sitting here knows cooking? Can you just list 25 dishes? Any person sitting here knows in the behind? Even girls doesn't know 25 dishes. In our employees, every children, I have the proof. In my mobile I can show you, I can challenge. Every student, every kid among our staff, it is mandatory to learn 25 dishes from the mother. Because home is the best university. Mother is the best professor. See, after mother's milk, mother's food is the best food in the world. Wherever you go, this food is required. 3 times you are eating, right? In whichever industry you go, the food is a part of your life. And you are supposed to have the best food. Otherwise, your health is in trouble. If your health is in trouble, your organization is in trouble because you are insured by the organization. Your health bill is covered by the organization. This year's claim is the next year premium. This is industry. When we started our organization, average medical leave was 5.5. Today is 2.2. Completely, people started going away from the medicines and they are learning to use homemade food and other things. And which is the best food? The moment you start learning cooking and other things, you have the home food, you will quit the hotel foods, the junk foods. The first lesson you can teach to the children is, okay, you should actually, it is not in your curriculum as per the government thing, but you can have a club here. A teacher can take the lead, set a target. We set only 1 year target for our kids. Today, every children, they cook 25 dishes. Who taught? The mother taught. Mother certified. They can cook and they put the videos as a reel in the social medias. Many are celebrities now. Few are going to become chefs because they identify that they got the talent and passion. This is the way the career design should be done. This is the way your talent and passion you should identify. This is what the teachers, as a teacher, in the corporate meditation, you need to identify what something extra I can do other than coming and spitting the same thing you did to the last batch. What upgradation you have done? Industry is changing every day. You should look into the industry. What is happening? Today, AI will guide you automatically. The day you start identifying what has happened yesterday in the industry, what changes happened, next day automatically the social media will give you the updated stuff. You start following the pages where a few people do research and posting it. You learn it and next day, everyday class, 5 hours or 10 hours, in your 1 hour session, you are talking about the industry. In our campus, the first day, May 1st, when we started the classes, This month only a few weeks back, 3 weeks back, I was addressing the students because I get only 1 hour because weekly only 2 classes happening there. This is a theater, 4K theater. We shown around 7 or 8 different videos. It's like a movie. One of the video was a 3-minute Gravity movie trailer. You know the Gravity movie. I don't know how many of you saw Gravity movie. It's a space-related movie. Once you see that movie, you are out of the world. You are into the space. We are opening the space industry in front of the kids. The assignment is you go back, watch the movie and come back next week. Or we have a screening of the movie in our theater. Those who cannot watch there, they can come back and watch it in our theater for free. Like this, every week we are showing. It's a part of our training. Every 1 hour when we are showing 8 videos, one video will be the trailer of a movie. Same thing, if you have a theater here, you can do the same thing. Just imagine you have a theater here, every day you are showing one movie related to an industry. Because after watching a 2-hour movie, one industry is opening in front of you. One of the industry will stick into your brain. That is your industry, where your talent and passion got it. Then you go for more and more movies related to that one. It can be about diving. It can be about something else. Okay. This is the way you need to start getting deep into that particular industry. Another assignment we had given was, we asked the kids, how many of you know about your father's job, where he is working, which company and other things. Not even a single student could answer. Maybe some may know, they were reluctant to answer. Stage fear. See, it is the responsibility of the organization to make sure that when you train 10 students, one should be trained as a leader. Because organization is running like that. We need to have minimum 1 leader per 10%. Even in army, for every 10% there is a leader. Same way, how to create the leaders. So in our organization, first we have done is, we told them, okay, go back today, talk to your father. This is just a half an hour job for you. Talk to your father, what you are doing, which company you are doing, understand it. Take his mobile, switch on. Whatever he said, you say that. Okay, even if he is a farmer, you can say that my father is so and so, he is a farmer. So you talk about your father and father's job. Come back tomorrow. Next class, we are calling one of these students to the stage. What he told to the mobile, he needs to tell in public, because communication is the first thing they should develop. The leader should not have any stage fear, because tomorrow leader has to address others, like me addressing you. If you want to become a leader, you should kill your stage fear. So like that, this is the way every organization should find out. If your campus capacity is today 7,000 here, you are supposed to have 700 leaders also here. Okay, 700 leaders you are developing in 4 years or 5 years. But at least every year you need to develop 150 leaders, right? How you are going to develop the leaders? That is FISM is now going to doing with the campuses. We are creating around 20 different clubs under talent clubs. These 20 different clubs will have at least 3-4 leaders, right? The president, secretary and other things, vice president and other things. So naturally, these 150 students will be created. In our organization, the best performing division heads, they are all ex-cricket team captains. Wherever I go, is there any cricket team captain sitting here? A campus cricket team captain? No? If a cricket team captain is here, he is appointed. I don't need any interview. That is our experience actually. Because cricket is a game, if you become a captain in 5 years, unknowingly he developed almost 25 qualities required for an industry. Because first of all, to become a captain, you need to have the leadership skill, right? You know the team building thing. Because to win the game, you need to select the best people and you make a team. Your physical fitness is okay. Your logging system, ISO system, that means every ball you are logging. Your entire history you are logging. They have logbooks. Timekeeping, health and safety. Cricket is the game where you take care of your helmet, pads, everything you take care of it. You have checklist because as a captain you need to carry all the kit. You make sure that everything is there in the thing. And it is a gentleman's game. There is no fight and other things. Okay, so these are all the qualities required for a leader in the industry. So unknowingly cricket is developing it. Like that every club has a potential to develop the leaders. Tomorrow we need to have these 20 clubs in this campus and every year they can produce at least, every club can produce at least 5 people as a leader because they have different designations. So time is getting over. Surely I will come back. I am more than happy to come back to campuses. Whenever I pass through Coimbatore, I will surely come back. But next time when I come back, I want to see a different campuses. I want to see a group of different teachers. At least one teacher should come and forward because of my speech completely transform the career. Otherwise, the management should say that because of the system implementation, we deleted 50%. You can ask the questions. If anything is there, I will answer. Okay. See, these are relaxations. This is what industry doesn't want to see. Because in Kerala, I went to one of the tribal schools for a function. And we started this system there 2 years back. You won't believe, last time when I went there, the way the children started answering is completely different. It's a tribal school actually. They completely change.
And of us, your speech is giving an alarm for us how we need a time, we need to pass ourselves to upgrade for future. We have to get ready for the future changes. Thank you so much. My question here is, you have explained about a movie-based teaching. So this movie-based teaching is, we are doing it, but not fully, maybe like 0.5%. Maybe in a syllabus, like 1 or 2 topics, we'll be showing some video and making it. So is it possible to completely converting a movie-based thing for at least 1 or 2 subjects? It's possible.
When different campuses get into the system, for example, Reliance could make all the CBSE content into a movie format. Okay, like that, your campus can generate. For example, you are generating 100 hours of content. Now see, AI is there. You can develop any kind of content. But for that, you should learn how to make AI movies. I am confidently saying because the first AI competition in the world was conducted by Goa Film Festival. And we were the winners. It took only 2 weeks for us to make an 8 minutes AI movie, which became best movie. Last month, I conducted a film festival in Trivandrum. 50 countries participated, 500 movies came. None of the juries could identify whether it is an AI movie or a conventional method of movie. And cost of making an AI movie is only 1/100th of a normal movie. So it is cost effective, time effective, and we did this competition movie 1 year back. Today the technology is changed again. Today I can make it 1/3 time. So if we have an AI club, there are so many talented students. You don't need to learn it. You just guide them. Let them make the content. You tell, okay, I need a content. You make a list of content. Yeah, club, you need to this year, this is your target. You need to make the content. It is made. Once the content is made, it is forever. And you can share the content to others. You have a YouTube channel. Tomorrow, if your content is watched by 1 million, you are making money. Not only that, in your library, you put a unique ID and put it in your assets. Your valuation of your organization is going up. It is, your future is in your hands.
Good afternoon, sir. First of all, thank you for visiting our campus. I just want to ask about what skill might be helpful if I learn now. After 5 years, after 10 years, which skill, if I learn now, will be help me in the future?
See, the every moment you delay, it is your loss. If you want to change today, after stepping out, you start making your plan. One day earlier is better always.
Sir, I ask which skill I should learn. I need to learn skills, but I don't know what skill to learn.
Yeah, that's why, see, now if your teachers cannot guide you, the best teacher is use one of the AI tool, ChatGPT or Gemini or So many AI tools are there. You use one of them as your mentor. You ask, please guide me. Okay, you list, I am so and so. My interest is so and so. Already AI knows, because since you continuously serve, AI knows what is your character almost. Okay, so and so, I want to do a career design. Please guide me. What all things? It will guide you. You just follow it. Only thing is, you assign daily minimum 1 to 2 hours. That is your choice. I told you, you have enough time. Nowadays, you are wasting your time. The time what you are wasting, just take 10% or 20% as saving. Just convert. Because you cannot increase the 24 hours, right? Don't affect your sleep. You go and sleep peacefully, no problem. How many hours of classes you got daily? 7 hours, okay. But 7 hours, how many working days? 250 working days? 200?
180 in a year.
See, 180 in a year, you have daily 7 hours. That means on an average, how much? 3.5 hours. You have 8 hours for your karma. In the 3.5 hours, your homework you do 1 hour or 2 hours. Still you have 2 hours remaining, right? You have enough time. If you are so interested in your profession, there are another 8 hours for your entertainment. Our 1:1 is one for the mind. That is your time you need to spend with your loved ones and other things. I didn't ask you to take time from that one. From the time what you are supposed to spend your karma, both for teachers and students, it is applicable.
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much for your class. My doubt is, as a daily habit, we have to perform anything. Let it be anything. What will you tell? What is the most important daily habit a person requires?
Without any fail, what you have to do, I already said. Morning when you wake up, you write my 25 things. I can show you in my mobile what I have done today. But 7:45 I have done it. I showed it already to Anirudh actually. So there is the first thing. That is no failure. Take your mobile or in a diary, 25 things. If you write the 25 things and you follow the 24-hour system, your life is beautiful here. You are a different person. Next year when you see me, you say, see 365 into 24 if you are doing. Okay, Sunday you leave it. Weekly, one day, don't do anything. Switch off your mobile and relax. But still you have more than 300 days into 25. How much? Otherwise you will do. Maybe 5 or 10 things you will do in that one. And knowing, okay, automatically you will do. But at least 10 things you will do extra for sure. That 10 things makes you the different from what you are today. Efficiency is that your today should be better than yesterday. Like your this year should be better than last year. That is the career growth.
Thank you, sir. I listened most of your talk. So in the first you told that you are recruiting the members.
Yeah.
While you are recruiting, you are testing the drugs.
Yeah.
Am I right?
No, we haven't started it. This is going to be implemented. I told today is last month, one of our project we sent a person, because in Middle East it started actually. That person is also rejected from the company. Now we took a corrective action. In future, we need to avoid this one because maybe, okay, it may take 1 year time, but this is going to come.
In that case,
Yeah.
if the parent is sending the students to educational institution,
Yeah.
they want to make the students in the perfect way or in the right position. So in that condition, what the measures want to be, as a teacher, we want to take into that. As a management, what are the measures we want to take that? Because we cannot eradicate all the drugs or alcoholism in a short period of time.
Yeah.
What are the measures are in the perspective of your own company? What are the perspective? What are the measures we can take it to?
Yeah.
Thank
See,
you.
first thing you need to understand that no student is learning these bad habits like drugs or something from home. They get it from outside home, and most of the time they are with the students in the campus, actually, with the friends in the campus. Okay. So if you take the majority, they learn all things from the campus students, campus friends actually. In our case, in Aries, our staff children, we are 100% sure that at least 90% of our children will never ever get into the bad habits because we have a separate session for that one. In the campus, anti-drugs campaign start, they be the leader. When you are the leader of an anti-drugs campaign, the chances of getting into that thing, because you are working, you are focusing on that thing, because your target is to convert at least a person, one of your friend getting into a bad habit into back. That is one of the goal. We have different KPIs. And you are continuously giving talks about that one. You are doing campaign. When you are a leader, chances of doing that thing is less. So this is the way we need to do. See, first of all, try to understand, in India, these drugs cases are spreading like anything in the campus. It is high time to do it. Next thing is, make sure that, I already told your management, this is to be implemented, at least from next year or this year onwards, you need to make sure that those who are going for the campus interviews should submit a self-test, drug verification test. You can have different tests available from 500 rupees to 6,000 rupees. Different tests are there. Basic test is only 500 rupees. So this thing, you start with the basic test, because every people cannot afford for a detailed test. But when a major company or something, top 500 company is coming here, you need to put different levels. Just imagine you send 3 people or 4 people to a major company project. If they are tomorrow getting rejected, they will not come back to your campus again. So accordingly, you need to make a plan. Okay, that is management decision. I don't know the spending parity of the students or something. At least what I suggest is, for the campus interviews, before sending students next year, you make sure that the basic test is done. At least once in a year, every student should submit, because this culture should be changed. The problem is, once for a fun, if a child is using this drug, it is there in the blood for 6 months. So they need to be away from that one. They need to have a feel that if I use it tomorrow, I will be expelled from the campus tomorrow. So better I don't take it. So once you are keep away from that one, that is the only way we can save them. Chemical drug is actually, once you start using it, it's a permanent damage. Rest everything you can manage. But chemical drug, forget about it. It should be mandatory that you set a target that in 5 years, 0 drugs in this campus. That is the way you should set target. If there is a will, there is a way. Because you treat every child as own child. If you are loving your kid will not use your drug. They start using all these things when the gap increases. So be parent of not only your child, your own child, every student. If you are taking salary, your bread and butter is given by the students. Their fees is converting into your salary. It is your responsibility. It is not your mercy to give your knowledge and the service. You have your own responsibility. And anything else?
So one more question.
Yeah.
First of all, let me tell you that today's session was very good, and especially that 5 minutes daily planner to 5-year plan. So that is definitely we are going to implement to the students and ourselves. So definitely this is an eye-opening session. And so you have actually come across variety of areas, versatile areas. So how did you manage all these things, and how did you manage your stress level to empower yourself? What is the strategy that you adopted apart from this 5-minute daily planner?
See, very simple. Don't think that I am working something extra. I am following the FSM only. 1:1:1. One for my body, one for my mind, one for my karma. Even if I am an entrepreneur, I spend only 8 hours per day. The rest of the day, that's why I have taken my wife with me, no? After this one, I need to go for shopping. We need to go for movies. So many things, okay? I cannot compromise on my family life. You go to my social media page, I am very active in everything. You won't believe, I spend time for my talent and passion other than this one. Every day without a fail, I write a poem, put music, publish it in site also. I got a world record in poetry. In the last 8 years without a fail, even on holidays without a fail. Today is 3,135 or something, okay. About the current affairs, I put a thing. I write songs for the movies. I have published 8 books. If I can do it, why you cannot do it? Thing? I don't compromise on anything. I got enough sleep. I have asked my wife, my sleep is the best sleep. Within 2 minutes I go on deep sleep, I get it. But without any fail, every day I write something. I have allotted time for writing, reading, upgrade my skill, spending time with the family. Today's daily target I will tell you. I have written, I will make 5 calls to my friends. I need to spend, because when I call my friends, they will call back. When I call my relatives, they will call back. When I go and attend some marriages, they will attend my daughter's wedding also. So you need to plan accordingly. This entire life plan Especially these 50,000 hours you are spending in the academics by the children, they need to have a proper planning. For the academics, when they spend 50,000 hours, same way they have 50,000 hours they need to spend for other soft skills and thing. We are saying not 50,000 hours, spend 10,000 hours. That also take from the 50,000 they are spending for the academics, where they are spending for the tuition and other things. But with the 10,000 hours, if you spend 500 hours for a particular thing, you can become a master. At least 4 fields you can spend masters, especially girls. In the industry, what we require is we need confident people. How the confidence can be built? In our staff children, all the females, it is mandatory that they should go for self-defense. No girl with a karate black belt will be harassed by any man, right? First thing, we know that in our campus, if someone is there, oh, don't go there, karate black belt, right? So the confidence of a girl with karate black belt is different. For that, you cannot go and buy a belt from the shop. You need to invest 500 hours if you invest in karate, because in the campus I had 52 students in karate. That's why I'm proudly saying, what is the benefit? The moment I stepped into the engineering college, because I was one of the shortest. I had no confidence, I cannot face people. The first thing I did was I went and joined a karate class. Later I started karate classes. But my confidence level lifted from that moment. If gents can do it, female level is different actually. So for that, weekly 2 hours, annual 100 hours, 5 years you get the black belt. But you need to invest it. Like that, if you invest 500 hours in music instruments, not violin. Violin requires to an expert, it is 2,000 hours, I think. But there are music instruments where you can spend 500 hours. You can become a master in 500 hours. Even violin in 500 hours, you can perform on the stage. See, first of all, try to understand, to become a commando, you need only 1,500 hours of training. To become a Boeing pilot, to convert an auto rickshaw driver into a Boeing pilot, you need only 1,500 hours. Believe me, you go and check it. So if you properly plan hours, respect your time, write down, you have this much, because treat time as money. In our company motto is time is money, we count even seconds. You forget about the seconds, you count at least hours. Every hour you count and I will invest instead of spending it. Okay?
And one more question, sir. Regarding the drugs, you were saying like, when tested 6 months, within that 6 months, if he had any drugs, he'll not be appointed or he'll not be selected. So is there any relaxation? Because he may not be, the student will be so, talented, but may not have done purposefully or maybe into an accident. Accidentally, he would have taken it. So is there any relaxation?
Yeah, let him come after 6 months.
Okay,
after the
sir.
usage.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. It's a pleasure to listen to $2,000 content today, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And I would like to know that, sir, did you produce any Tamil film, sir? Kanal Neer.
Yeah, we dubbed it into Tamil actually. We made it in Malayalam and we converted Jalam. Malayalam, it was Jalam.
Okay, sir.
My movie was the most controversial movie ever made in India. The Kerala, Tamil Nadu had a war because of my movie, Dam 999. You know about that in 2011. Kerala, Tamil Nadu border was closed for 1 month. Your Chief Minister, Jayalalitha, stopped Indian Parliament for 2 days. Indian Supreme Court got involved. They asked me to come and meet your Undersecretary. I said, no, I will not come. I need police protection. I had Z plus security to come to Chennai. So much issues, and I lost around 22 crores 66 lakhs because of Tamil Nadu. My movie is still banned in Tamil Nadu. Every 6 months you are renewing it actually. But because of that one movie, I got world branding. It went to 130 film festivals, got 5 Oscar shortlisting. Until that movie was made and became a controversy, I normally get only an appointment with the technical director in a company. All these companies. Today, wherever I go, the chairman invite me for a dinner worldwide. That is the power of the movie. That's why, no, learning movie making is not a big deal. In this tribal school where I visited, half the students, they had 2,400 students, half the students never saw a movie in a theater when I went there. 40-kilometer radius, only one school. We taught them only 2 days how to make a short film. Within 1 month, they made 12 short films using the teacher's mobile. Today, that is the only school conducting a short film festival. So that way, you can transform. Tomorrow, if you make a proper film club here, we are more than happy to train you. You can become the best campus of India. But only thing is, you need to have set 5-year targets. Every teacher should cooperate. Okay? Thank you very much.